I mean, could you ever have dreamt growing up that you would wind up being the GOAT coming out of your home country?
I mean, I'll let you say it. I don't like.
I did say it. Stamp it.
I don't like to say it, but I really appreciate it. And of course, when I think about it, is something that honors me, something that I'm proud of. If I am,
You are.
but
I love the humble side, but you are. There's no question.
But it is great. It's something that you work on, you work for every day, and once you get to a certain age, you are dreaming about it, hoping to be that guy. And if somebody thinks, even if I made somebody think that I am, I think is I reached the goal.
The crazy thing to me, though, is like where you came from, right? I mean, I know you're in the outskirts of Milan where you grew up and where you were born, but can you give some context to the listeners of just how small the town was that you grew up in?
I grew up in a town called Graffignana, which is 2,500 people. We all know each other. I grew up in a farm that is right outside this little town.
One of the biggest farms, though, in the area, right?
Yeah, probably, one of the biggest one. My families, there are different families in the farm. My family is the biggest one. And it was honestly amazing. And it was, such an amazing time that I left home early because I started living by myself at 14 years old, an hour away from the farm, from the town, little town. And so now every time I come back, I just want to spend time in the farm, spend time with the family by myself or with them, because of the feelings that I remember and that I had when I was, growing up in that house. And I grew up with this basket that my dad built in the yard, the backyard of the house, and just me, the basket, and my dad, my mom, and me and my dad playing a lot of basketball. My cousin is actually plays in the Italia. He's a professional. He plays in the Italian league now, and he's 3 years older than me, and so we used to play against each other. And so that was my youth right there.
How many other kids that you were around shared this dream of yours? Because in the late 90s in Italy, kids are growing up wanting to play soccer, wanting to drive Formula One, wanting to, do the things that they have seen other Italian sports heroes do.
They still do.
Yeah.
They still do, but some of them now, because of the Italian players that we had in the NBA in the last 10, 15 years, and maybe because of me too, they want to play basketball. And that's another goal, another thing that I'm proud of when I think about it, because like you said, growing up in a soccer country or Formula One country where everybody thinks about soccer and knows about soccer, wakes up and goes on the streets and plays soccer. It's just soccer. But if somebody wakes up and think that basketball is there and maybe they can play basketball for a couple of hours that day, not just soccer, I made it.